What's going on, everyone? You're listening to 99 Yards here with your host, Adibot, and today we got another in-person podcast interviews here. Usually I do them over like StreamYard and over the internet, but today we got the second in-person one. And you want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
Yeah, man. My name's Devin Rollin. Do I have to disclose? No matter.
It doesn't matter.
All right. Devin Rollin, man. If you know me, it's by Wiabasketball, TikTok, Instagram.
Yes, sir.
I ain't got much on YouTube yet.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We starting up with YouTube
it's
too.
coming. It's coming.
But yeah, I mean, used to play basketball in college.
Yeah. So we're gonna be getting into that. As I said, like TikTok, all that stuff. And you're a trainer, right? So
yeah.
So all that stuff. But I do like getting paid for my shows. I do have to put y'all who are listening on Spotify into a 30-second ad. But if you're on YouTube, anything else, just go ahead. We're gonna get straight into it. So let's just start off with like the basics. Like, how'd you pick up basketball? Like, just
honestly, I don't know.
Like,
my dad was a basketball guy, so so long story short, like he apparently allegedly in high school he was really good, like all city, all that. But when he was a little kid, basically he had a major leg injury, so he couldn't walk that well, couldn't move that well. But I mean, in high school ball, he was still really good. So I mean, he couldn't play in college, all that other stuff.
Yeah. So you just picked
up
I mean,
just when I was a kid, I mean, just watching basketball 24/7, and then my dad's from Akron, which obviously where LeBron's from.
Yeah.
So they went to rival high schools. So LeBron went to St. Vincent St. Mary. My dad went to Archbishop Hogan, which is the rival school.
Gotcha.
Of that. So, I mean, the connection with that since I was a kid. And LeBron came into the league in 2003. I was 5 at the time.
That's great.
So, ever since I turned 5, here, Merry Christmas. Here's a LeBron jersey. Happy birthday. Here's this LeBron jersey in a different colorway. Yeah. So, I mean, it's just kind of been my thing since I was super small.
It's like, do you follow? I'm guessing like you follow LeBron, stuff like that. Like, is he your favorite player?
Oh yeah.
You think he's the GOAT?
Of course.
Oh, for real?
I don't like the argument.
Yeah.
I think
okay. The biggest problem I have with it is people take it too far, because if you're number 2, like I have Jordan as GOAT, but if you have LeBron at number 2, of course it's gonna be the GOAT for someone else. Like,
exactly. I think they bring two different things to the table.
Yeah.
I think Jordan, you can put him on any team.
Yeah.
He's gonna do the same thing no matter what.
Yeah.
The team will just get better. You put LeBron in every team, it doesn't work like that. But if you get LeBron the right team, it'll be better.
I think they make every team different or like better in different ways.
That's what I'm saying. I think
like Jordan, he's going to be like the number 1 option, but LeBron's going to be getting the ball out there.
Exactly. So I think they provide different things. I don't even think it's worth arguing. It just depends what you value more.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I know. Because some people go into it way too far. Like way too far. It's like if it's number 2, it's going to be number 1 for someone else.
I don't care to argue it anymore. I used to, but
yeah,
it's too much work at this point.
So, I mean, it really is. I mean, people just take it too far, and it's just funny sometimes. But yeah, so you said so your dad played, and you played in high school. You played in college. What was that like for you?
I mean, playing in high school, honestly, it's a long story. But when I played in high school, I wasn't that. I mean, I was good. Don't get me wrong, but I was. Yeah. I mean, I had like a couple JUCOs interested in me. And some prep schools, but I didn't have any. Yeah. I wasn't like coming out of high school with offers and stuff. Like I didn't play varsity till I was a senior.
Oh, for okay.
Like I really wasn't that good. Then on top of that, my senior year, my dad passed away.
Oh.
So it's sad, obviously, but since he was my type of basketball, I was like, all right, I'm done with this sport.
Oh, for real.
So going into college, I went to San Diego State just to be a student, and right when I paid all my money to that school, one of the top prep schools in the nation hit me up.
Oh.
And wanted me to do a grad year.
Okay.
A high school post-grad year there. But I was like, okay, well, can't do that. So
yeah,
it is what it is. Then I spent 2 years just playing pickup ball at the rec center. Met some really cool people. It was actually interesting just being in California. The people that come through, like.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But I was playing at the rec center. Ex-NBA, ex-D1, current people on the team. And for rec center players in a public college, I was the best player there.
Yeah, okay.
If not the best, I was one of the best.
Yeah, I was saying.
But so I mean, when a D1 guy comes, I'm guarding him. He's guarding me. That's just how it works. So I had to figure out ways to score, ways to get better. So I wasn't really training that much, but if you're playing against high level competition every day, you get better.
Gotcha. So
then,
did you really like care about it? Like going into college, do you really care about it? Like basketball? No.
I was just trying to get away from the situation.
Really? So you try to get basketball away from you?
Yeah. I mean, I wanted to. It's a stressful world, especially at the college level. But I mean, in high school, all I did was stress me out, especially my senior year. I was trying to quit the team for so long, and my mom wouldn't let me. But I was trying to get out.
Really?
So in college, playing pickup at a rec center, it's not the same stress.
It's more fun, like
it's lighthearted.
It's like, there's no like records, no like plays. It's just like you just do you, and if you go off, you go off, and it's like fun. But the level of competition, as you said, like was still like really high for the fact that like
I mean for rec center ball, my competition was high. Granted, it's a rec center, so you're gonna have a bunch of people who aren't that good.
Yeah.
But whoever's guarding me was always really, really solid.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
So I mean, spent my freshman year there doing that, and the entirety of my freshman year, people just thought I was on the team.
Oh, really? People
were like, "Oh, shoot! Like, why are you out here? Like, don't you got practice? All this stuff."
I get what you're saying.
And so I had to tell a bunch of people not on the team. They were like, "Bro, just walk on next year. Walk on. Like, trust. Like, you'll make it. All this stuff." But again, everything was still fresh in my mind. And honestly, I was just scared to fail. I didn't want to spend a full summer training, trying to get my body right, then get cut from walk-ons because it was a whole new situation already.
Yeah, because walking on is it's weird in the sense that like your position's not like secure. Like if you get an offer, like you got a spot on the team.
Well, it's nothing secure in college.
Yeah,
I'll put it that way. But I know what you mean. It's like you don't know what's gonna happen. And that was part of the issue. Is I wasn't
like it's more likely that a walk-on gets cut than a
for sure.
So it's like,
but I wasn't in a spot in my life to where I was comfortable just doing it and failing. And then the start of my sophomore year, I didn't train all summer. Now, granted, I was playing pickup, doing fun stuff in the gym a lot, but I wasn't really trying to get my body right, really trying to get my skills perfected.
So you were just kind of like doing it just to like be ready, I guess, if that makes sense. Not like
I like the sport.
Okay, just playing around, like just normal. Like
I was just doing it because it's fun.
Yeah, not like actually training and doing drills and stuff.
Exactly. There's a difference. So the start of my sophomore year, my barber of all people convinced me I was just getting cut. He's like, bro, even if you didn't train all summer, you spend one day at walk-on tryouts. If you make it, who cares? Like you made it anyways. Yeah. But that was the day after the deadline to sign up. I didn't realize that until I got home. So I missed that. And then a few weeks later at a football game, one of my friends came up to me, like geeked. Like he was super excited because he's like, bro, I just made the team. All this stuff. And this kid he wasn't horrible.
Okay.
But
you were better than him.
I was a million times better than him. So I was pissed off at this point.
Okay.
Because I'm like, dang, I really
You really could have made it.
Yeah, I could have made it. And I was like, so I was just upset. So at that point in my life, I was like, all right, let's go through something to take my mind off of stuff. Because I kind of felt, I mean, moving out of the state, no family around you.
Are you from Texas?
Yeah, I went to Frisco Wakeland.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
But
yeah,
so I'm in a very family-driven environment. So going to someplace completely new like that, I was like, all right.
Was that weird for you, like going to Cali and stuff like that?
Yeah. I mean, I think the situation I was in, it was a fun time, but when every day people are reinforcing in your mind, hey, bro, like you should be playing basketball.
Yeah, it just
every day it's like, okay, you need to find an option to do it.
Gotcha.
And then, I mean, my sophomore year, not just random kids were telling me this stuff, but like it's a big rec center. It's major. We had celebrities coming through. So B-Dot, B-Dot, A-Dot? Yeah. He came through. He's like, hey, bro, get my number. I'll connect you to some coaches. Then B-Dot's trainers are R2 ball before he blew up, if you know who R2 is. He has the gym. He trains Mikey Williams. Jimmy Butler, all that stuff in his gym. So that's how I met R2. I've been cool with him ever since.
Yeah, I feel like that's like a big moment whenever like you don't realize like you're doing something, but like when people who've established themselves like recognize you, it's like completely different.
Exactly. So both of them were like, bro, go play somewhere, dude. And then Dwight Howard's like talking crazy to me because there's a TMZ video about it.
Oh wow!
Dwight Howard came to the rec center randomly one night, and it was on TMZ. Like I stole the ball from him and dunked it. and like they were exposing him. He got like I made him leave the gym. Don't get me wrong, he was killing me.
Okay.
It was not like I'm over there cooking Dwight Howard.
Oh yeah,
no. I mean, I got mine on offense. He got his on offense.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can do against a 7-foot Goliath. So I mean,
he was ripped for the fact like he's tall and he's big.
No, seeing it up close in person is insane.
Yeah.
He's one of the biggest human beings I've seen in my life.
Yeah.
But when Dwight Howard's talking crazy to you, I'm like, okay, like maybe I'm.
Maybe
I'm better at this little sport than I think I am.
Yeah.
So, long story short, Christmas comes, and my best friend's a year below me, and he's at a D3 in Sherman, named Austin College.
Okay. Yeah.
So he went there, and he was an All-American as a freshman.
Mm-hmm.
So him and there's like 3 of my other friends went to that school. They're like, bro, just transfer here. We'll talk to coach. We'll get you on the team. Like, you don't even have no trial, no worries.
Like, for real.
When my best friend's an All-American for the school.
Yeah, that's true.
And he goes to the coach and says, hey, there's another kid I know that's just like me, but he can shoot better.
Yeah.
When you hear that and that kid's an All-American, you're going to trust it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, did a lot of convincing, did a lot of research. Seemed like a good school still. Got in, transferred. Started playing in college, played D3 for 2 years. And then I was team MVP, all conference both years. Was D3 All-Star selection, but COVID hit. So that messed up a lot of stuff. So the All-Star game, I was a nominee, but they never selected for the All-Star game.
Oh, okay.
Just because COVID hit, they weren't going to play the game anyways. So I was a nominee for that.
Yeah, that whole year was just...
Yeah, and then... So I graduated 2020. That was my second year playing. So I was first team all conference, team MVP, one of the best scorers in my conference. Gotcha. And COVID hit, so I tried to grad transfer to get on a scholarship somewhere. So I had D1, D2, D3, NAIA. Every division of college basketball was interested in me, but no one had money. Oh. It was the first, I'm talking the first 3 months of COVID, when you remember back when you couldn't drive on the highways or else you'd get arrested. And, they were taking the hoops down those times. So no one knew what to do.
Yeah, I remember that. The first 3 months, it was funny because the way that we did, we went from cleaning everything we bought.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It's back when people didn't know how to act.
Exactly. You'd buy some, go home, spray some cleaner on it. Throw it out in the garage, heat it up.
That's what I'm saying.
And now you just buy stuff. It's normal, in a way.
But
it's crazy.
You got to remember how crazy things were in that time. So these
everything
schools
just shut down. I don't know. NBA, for example, they literally ended a game before the game started.
I was watching it live. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was
But yeah, so no one knew what was happening. So no one knew how to behave. So if you think it from the college perspective. People who run the finances of the college are like, dude, we don't know if we have money. So most of these schools, they're like, hey, man, we're interested. We want you to come here. Give us a month to try to figure out how much money we got if we have scholarships available. If we do, you're number one on the list. Just never back to me.
Yeah.
So schools just didn't know what to do. So I ended up with 2 scholarship offers. Couldn't visit either school.
Oh, yeah, true.
So I couldn't. Actually, I had a couple more than 2. But I was deciding between 2. But so ultimately, I went to a D2 in Colorado, UCCS, Colorado Springs, and it was a weird year. I liked being back in Texas. So moving back out to a different state for a 1-year rental, essentially.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Was weird, and then I got a concussion that I never really recovered from.
Really,
it's my 4th one.
So at that point, did you want to play basketball at that point? Because as you said, you didn't really have the drive that a lot of players have, they need to play basketball. It was something that you just kind of happened because you saw other people's reaction in a way.
For a little bit, I mean, it kind of turned from something that I hated because I associated with my dad to something that I used to, in a way, to honor it and remember his legacy in a positive way. So nowadays, it's my whole life. I'm a basketball trainer. I'm a basketball TikToker. Hopefully, if I ever get healthy again, I'll be a professional basketball player.
Okay, so you are trying. Okay, so is that you're kind of? I know some of the people that Jacob, which y'all know, Seji, and then they have their goal. I think Jacob was talking about trying to go semi-pro
later this summer. Seji, like, he has this whole
pro series.
Yeah, it's going they're going pro series overseas. So is that like kind of your goal? At some point, you do want to play?
I mean, if it happens, it happens. I'm not gonna jeopardize my health.
Yeah.
For going pro at this point, I mean, I'm a trainer. Yeah. I hang around pro guys. I hang around people of all levels. Been in the college world. I know pro guys personally. All that stuff. Yeah. So I know what it's like. To where it's not. Outside of saying I was a professional basketball player, there's a lot of major risks and issues that come with it. It's not like the NBA. The NBA, you get signed 4 years to $1 billion, or whatever their contracts are now. But 90% of that's guaranteed. You're making your money. Yeah. Most places overseas, if you break your ankle, your contract's cut, your apartment's taken, your car's gone. You better find a way to pay for a flight back home, or else you're homeless. Yeah. And so it's like, it's a risk.
It's bad. Like, just from not only just the injury standpoint from health, but just like, because it's not like a league that's run like the NBA. It's it's way more difficult if you mess up.
Exactly. It's really a tough situation. But again, you're getting paid to play basketball at the end of the day. So at the end of the day, of course, it's something you want to try. Something I'd love to do, but it's definitely not something I'm jeopardizing. Yeah.
So if it happens, it happens.
Yeah. If I can get back to it, I'll get back in shape and put some muscle back on and really try to get myself out there. But in the moment, if it happens, great. But I love what I do now. So
gotcha. Have you always been like the athletic, like just naturally athletic person, or?
I grew after I graduated high school. Yeah. So I graduated high school like 6'2". So I grew 3 inches, got a lot more athletic. Like I said, man, I played basketball every day. Yeah. So the biggest thing as a trainer, like as far as athleticism goes, especially jumping and your vertical, the best way to do it is stretch, which when you're a recreational pickup basketball player, I can promise you I wasn't stretching.
Oh, yeah, no.
I do now, but back in the not a chance you would catch me stretching.
Oh, yeah, no, like whenever you go to like the park, whatever, you just don't. Yeah. It's like
stretch.
You just want to get into the game real quick.
Exactly. So it's stretch, strength training, and plyometrics. So when you're playing basketball every day, you're essentially doing plyo. Yeah. Not perfect plyo. Yeah. But when you do it over time and you jump again and again and again and again, you just naturally get bouncier. It's a little bit easier.
So it is possible to get bounced or like jump higher and stuff like that. Yeah. Okay. Because there's some people who will say it's like something that you're given and like you can't.
I mean, there's genetic freaks. I don't consider myself in the genetic freak category. Oh yeah. I consider myself. I have natural athleticism, and I could probably get up to like I could get up to a solid vertical if I spent 6 months stretching, strength training, doing true plyo, all that. If I combine them, I could probably jump out the gym. But most of what I have athletically is just play basketball a lot, honestly.
Gotcha. So as a trainer, like, what do you think is like different for every age group for these training?
I mean, the game just evolves a lot as you get older. So each age group, even the difference between boys and girls training, that's something. Training girls is something I just got into in the last few months. Actually, started doing a lot more heavily because I didn't understand the game a lot before. I had to learn and try to dissect what skills they really need to bring. So most of it's just a player by player basis. Like you got to understand.
If you want to age group do you train? Like
I train everything. Everything. I mean, it's my friend, but I train. There's a guy in Spain right now I'm working with. That's the top guy. Worked with some people. Worked with pros, college, high school, middle school. Okay. Back in the day, I was training down to 4 years old. Oh, really? I'm not touching that nowadays. That's babysitting.
Was that complicated? Like,
I mean,
was it really even training in a way? Like,
it's training. Like, the reason I don't do it now is because I like the art of training. It's not like I love kids. I don't hate 4-year-olds. That's not the issue. No. But
But it's like it's not really like they don't really like at some point they're just there in a way because like
exactly.
It's I mean to be honest, probably just the parents trying to.
I mean to an extent, but the joy I get out of training, especially kids, is you get to see development.
Yeah,
I love watching my kids go play at the end of the day because I can see, okay, we worked on this move last week. Boom, you're doing it in the game all of a sudden. Kids develop that quickly.
Yeah.
So training kids especially is really, really fun. When you go down to that age, for selfish reasons, it takes them longer to develop because they don't have the strength yet. They don't have the coordination yet. Gotcha. Nor can they pick up. They got to learn the very basic skills.
Oh, yeah, true.
So they don't develop as much. So the parents don't see it as much, and I don't get to see it as much. There's not really much to train. Yeah, you just kind of got to figure it out.
So we're talking about training kids, but something that you've done on your TikTok is training yourself to shoot left-handed. How has that been going for you?
So honestly, my left hand has always been something. It's been weird. Yeah, because my right hand jumper is not ugly, but it's not the most fundamental shot in the world. It's just when you shoot since you were 5 with one hand, there's going to be problems with your jumper. So it's not perfect. I know how to shoot. I know how to teach people to shoot, but there's some flaws in my jumper right-handed that I can look at you and say, I have this flaw. I could fix it, but my jumper goes in. So it is what it is. At some point, I'm a strong believer in if you're confident in your jumper and you're comfortable with it, don't change it. Yeah. My left hand, since I know how to shoot, I know how to teach people how to shoot, it's always looked a lot better. So it's always been a running joke, especially in my first college. It's been a running joke that my left hand looked better. So the reason I started the series, one, is I genuinely wanted to learn how to shoot from scratch again. Just, it seemed interesting. Someone like my guy R2's done it. Yeah. But I thought sharing that journey was a really great way to inspire someone. If I'm learning how to shoot for the first time, okay, I can see this guy putting in work every day. How many shots is he shooting? What drills is he doing? So I thought it was a more engaging way of teaching other people how to shoot. Oh, you have a thumb flick problem. Do this workout to help your thumb flick. So I thought it was a more engaging way versus just making normal videos. Because people, when you look at my TikTok, the video on my Instagram of me hitting like 50 straight threes, like it's obvious I know how to shoot. So it's not engaging anymore. So I was trying to make it a little bit more engaging. But as far as my progress goes, I mean, it does develop a lot quicker when you're older and you know how to shoot already. What
do you think is like the most common flaw in shooting? Like, because I feel like whenever like you shoot, it's like probably your left hand, like whenever you grip the ball and then pushing forward. Like, what do you think is like the most common flaw in a jump shot and the easiest to fix?
The most common flaw in people's shooting is just confidence. Like, that's why if a football player comes into a gym, they can come in, never shot a basketball before, and just hit like 3 straight. They'll just come in, bang, bang, bang. Just because they don't care. They're confident. So I think most people just overthink it. Now, that's the hardest problem to fix. As far as mechanics go, normally in younger kids, the biggest mechanical issue is just they end up pushing the ball a little bit too much, which makes the ball go flat. So their rhythm and their shots off, it's not smooth all the way up and down. That's the biggest problem in kids. And now with the 3-point effect, they're pushing the ball instead of shooting it. That's already a normal problem. Then when they see, okay, I want to shoot from 3 now because Steph does it. Well, now in order to get the ball to the rim, you really have to push the ball. So now your mechanics are all messed up because of that problem.
And it looks more intimidating, like especially whenever you're like that far back, you look like whatever you're doing from like the free throw line is not gonna work. So it's like
exactly, especially when you're young and you don't have the strength. So that's, I mean, nowadays that's by far the biggest issue.
Yeah, I mean, I saw a video with like Steph, like his shots are crazy. Like I saw like his workout, like pregame workouts, like his routines are just crazy. Like he was doing one where like he shot the ball high up, and it was like a high arc, and it just like swished. Every single time. It was like crazy, but like that's what I guess he's kind of the most influential player of this era because he really did transcend like 3-point shooting.
I mean, it's because, I mean, he's not a normal human, but compared to NBA players, he looks like a normal dude.
Yeah, he's going like,
I mean, granted, he's 6'3". That's still the top like 5% of height for males. It might be less than 5% because I know I'm in the top 1%.
Really?
At 6'5". So he might be top 3-4% in height, but he looks normal.
Yeah.
And kids think they can translate what he does, but if you ever listen to him speak about his past, it's all very same thing I preach to kids. If the jumper doesn't feel good from 3 on this specific day, don't practice it from 3 that day.
Oh, okay.
It's bad. All it's doing is reinforcing bad mechanics. So when he was like a sophomore in high school, he redid his jump shot. And in redoing your jump shot, some days it feels great, some days it doesn't. And you got to listen to your body. And that's part of it is he didn't rush the process. A lot of kids rush the process now. And if it doesn't feel good from 3, they panic. Or if it doesn't feel good from mid-range, they panic. If it doesn't feel good that day, get your form shots in, get the mechanics right, and let that be your workout. Because that's more important than anything.
Yeah.
So I think that's all that I have for today. Did you want to go ahead and add anything on?
Nah, man, I'm all good. I got nothing.
So we're gonna wrap this up, and I mean, if you want to go ahead and like shout your socials one more time.
All right, so it's Wiabasketball on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube for those 3 platforms right now.
Yes, sir. So go check them out. Catch me in the next one, and I'll see y'all guys later. Peace.
Okay.